Welcome to Women Championing Women. I'm Alexa Zimberg, Executive Vice President of the Palmer Group. This week on WCW, we're talking about the difference between being a leader and a boss. I am thrilled to welcome Tara Swanson, America's Head of Analytics for Bloomberg, as this week's champion guest moderator. Hey, Tara, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Alexis. I'm glad to be here.
So what do you see as the difference between being a leader and a boss?
The biggest difference between being a leader and being a boss is that bosses are given a title and they have to do something with it. Leaders understand they need to develop their people. They understand that they need to get their people on their side, and they understand that they have shortcomings that they can help fill with the skill sets of their team and work together towards a common goal.
I couldn't agree with you more. So a leader isn't born, but rather cultivated over time. I know that Bloomberg is heavily invested in its employees and their futures. Can you share with me what you've experienced that has been effective and perhaps what other companies can do to help their employees?
I've been very lucky to work for a company that believes in the development of its employees, particularly its leaders. So we have formal onboarding programs where new leaders level set with their managers on 30, 60, 90-day plans. We help people with communication styles and understanding how to deliver messages to different people, because the hardest thing for someone to adjust to when they go from becoming an individual contributor to a leader is that not everybody thinks like them, right? So how do you figure out, just because someone goes from point A to point B differently than you, doesn't mean it's wrong, it's just different. So how to be able to communicate to people who think differently than you. I was lucky to have an executive coach when I moved into a bigger role a few years ago, and it was really important for me to be able to notice my blind spots and understand where I needed to either pre-socialize things to people. So say, hey, this is what happens when X, Y, and Z happens with me, and I need you to understand what that looks like. Or for me to understand, okay, where are the areas I really need to focus on and develop so that I can be more effective when I'm leading my team or communicating with them.
So we're talking about the difference between being a leader and a boss, but many women are considered to be bossy or have bossy tendencies. What do you think about that?
I think that is something we hear a lot. And I think part of what that comes from is female leaders needing to be able to understand how important it is to be authentic. So you don't need to be given the title of a boss and then all of a sudden act bossy, right? You have to be authentic and lead in a way that feels good to you, and in a way that the people that you're leading will feel like they want to follow you, because they say, this is Tara being herself, leading us toward a goal. This isn't Tara pretending that she's in charge and I have to listen to her today. So it's really more about, as more women are in leadership, just being their authentic selves and communicating in a way that's going to land well with their people and make them feel part of a team and want to accomplish their goals.
Tara, thanks so much for being here today. I am really looking forward to our Women Championing Women Salon on May 12th.